Hello, this is Susan Potts. I'm going to be talking with you for a few minutes about section 2.2, which is leading us down the path towards setting up word problems. And I have a chart here where you can see keywords where we're going to be translating from an English sentence into an algebraic expression. So you see the headings I have here for the four operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And then the fifth column has to do with powers, exponents. So the simplest words I've put in red. The word sum means addition. The difference means subtraction. Product means multiplication. And quotient means division. And then you can look through these others. Total is another way of saying sum. More than is addition. Increased by, in all, added to, more than. Those are all little phrases that indicate addition. Subtraction, in addition to the keyword difference, are things like exceeded by, less than, decreased by, sometimes just the single word less, or subtracted from. Under multiplication, in addition to the keyword product, we have times, multiplied by, doubled, of course, means times 2, twice also means times 2, and tripled means times 3. Under division, the keyword quotient, we might also see something that says divided by, or maybe some reference to a numerator and a denominator, which is signifying division. And under the exponent column, the simplest ones are squared, which is raised to the second power, cubed, which is raised to the third power, or just in general raised to a power. So I hope maybe you've had a minute to take a photo of this chart, because I want to scroll down now and we want to put some phrases, English phrases, and we want to put those into algebraic expressions. So the first one says 6 added to a number, and in these I'm going to let a number be the variable x. All right, so 6 added to a number would look like that, and I would call that a sum. 7 more than a number would look like that, or we could write it in the reverse order. Addition is commutative, which means you can write it in reverse order without changing the value. 4 less than a number, you have to be very careful with subtraction, because subtraction is not commutative. The order that you write it down is very important. So this one means that we're going to begin with the number, and then we're going to go 4 less than that. That is not the same thing as 4 minus x. So this one is wrong, and the first one is right, starting with the number and then going 4 less than that. All right, we have difference here. We know that means subtraction. A number, of course, is our x and 3. So the difference between a number and 3 would look like that. There's the difference between a number and 3. And then we're going to take all of that and divide it by 7. So that one is a quotient. The difference between a number and 3, all divided by 7. Here's another one with subtraction. 5 subtracted from 3 times a number. So here's some multiplication. So I'm going to do 3 times a number by writing 3x. And then figure out where to put the 5. Do I put the 5 out in the front and subtract away the 3x, or do I start with the 3x and subtract away the 5? You want to do it in this order because you want to start with the 3 times a number, and then from that you want to subtract the 5. So be very careful with subtraction. These are specific. This one doesn't say 9 times a number. it says 9 times the sum. So when you see something that's 9 times a sum or 9 times a difference, you're going to need a parenthesis around this sum so that the 9 becomes a multiplier of everything that's inside the parentheses, inside that sum. All right, so 9 times the sum of a number and 2. So I'm looking for the sum of the number and 2. There it is. There's the sum. And then I'm multiplying that entire sum in parentheses by the factor 9. 9 more than, that looks like addition. Twice is multiplication, times 2. But notice again, it's twice the sum. So I need to go twice the sum. So let me see if I can put this all together. What is in the sum? The sum of 17 and a number. So here's the 17 and a number. That's my sum. Twice that is parentheses times 2 out in front. And then I want 9 more than that. So I want to take that sum, I want to twice it or double it or multiply it by 2 and then go 9 more than that. And this last one, 4 less than, this is going to be some sort of subtraction. And again, notice it's 3 times a difference. So I'm going to have something in parentheses that's going to be subtracted. What is that difference? It's the difference between 7 and a number. So when it reads the difference between something and something, you keep it in the order that it reads, the difference between 7 and a number. I want to show you 3 times that difference, so I'm going to show you the 3 out in front of the parentheses difference, and then I want to show you 4 less than that. So I come out here on the end. Here's my difference of 7 and a number. Here's 3 times the difference of 7 and the number, and then I want to show you 4 less than that. All right, so I hope that helps us to get started with translating English words into algebraic expressions.